To the channel. If you're new here, my name is Duran, and this channel is all about cars, builds, maintenance, mods, and documenting the journey with my 2013 Nissan 370Z. So if that's your thing, make sure you subscribe because there's a lot planned for this car. But what is it actually like to live with, drive, and get through your day-to-day? I'm going to talk about the real pros and the real cons of daily driving a Nissan 370Z. The good, the bad, and the things that nobody tells you about. Now let's get into some of the pros of driving this car. First off, the driving experience is honestly one of the biggest reasons people fall in love with these cars. The 3.7 liter VQ engine has a lot of personality. It sounds good, it revs high, and it feels engaging compared to a lot of the newer cars these days. Starts to feel kind of numb. You sit low on the ground. The steering feels tight. The car feels connected to the road. Even driving to work and going to the grocery store feels exciting, more exciting than it should. Another huge pro is the styling. Even though the 370Z has been around for years, it still turns heads. The wide stance, short wheelbase, and aggressive design make it look like a proper sports car. And the aftermarket support is massive. The wheels, exhaust, body kits, headlights. There's so much you can do to personalize this car, from color to anything. Boost. A lot of people even swap engines to an LS. One thing people don't always expect is that these cars are actually pretty reliable, and especially if you keep up on maintenance. The VQ platform has been around forever, and there's tons of information online for fixing problems yourself. Oil changes, brakes, spark plugs. Most of the maintenance is fairly straightforward. For the money, it's hard to beat. You're getting a rear-wheel drive car with over 300 horsepower without spending crazy money. This one was roughly around 12 grand. It had 120,000 miles. It was completely stock. Compared to the newer performance cars, the 370Z is honestly the more accessible. Compared to the newer performance cars, the 370Z is honestly one of the more accessible ways to get into the sports car world. And honestly, because of that, there's so many different variations you can go with this car. Whether it be drift builds, that's the more common one. You can also go into stance builds or canyon builds. Depends on what you're into. Now let's talk about some of the downsides, because there are definitely a lot. The first big one is gas mileage. If you drive aggressively at all, this car absolutely downs gas. And honestly, this car encourages you to drive fast because it's quick, sounds decent. It's everything a sports car should be. This car takes premium gas, and with the current gas prices, where I'm at, it's right around $5 a gallon. It cost me $90 to fill up this tank because it's around an 18-gallon tank. It's going to take quite a bit. So maintenance costs go dramatically up. The second issue is honestly practicality. There's basically no seat space. It's only a two-seater. There's definitely no trunk space. As you can see the trunk. Don't mind it. It's dirty. Obviously, there's no backseat space. I'm 6'2". My head practically almost touches the roof. I wouldn't do any large grocery runs because obviously you don't get much room back there either. You're gonna prevent your hatch from opening constantly. And honestly, I end up having to move stuff around a lot, or filling up my passenger seat with stuff if I have too big of a grocery run. It gets fairly annoying fairly quickly. Another big downside is comfort. Depending on your setup, ride can be pretty rough, especially if you have coilovers or aftermarket wheels. My car is stock, so it's fairly tame. However, you still feel most bumps, especially speed bumps, because it's a very stiff car with very stiff suspension, meant to do one thing. drive around track or drive around corners and or down in a straight line going fast. And the road noise, the exhaust noise, transmission shifting, you feel it all in the inside of this car. It is extremely loud. Sometimes I have to turn the music way up to just trying to drown out the noise, because it's just small space in the cabin that you hear everything. And while the 370 is reliable overall, it's definitely not perfect. You get common issues like the gallery gasket problems on some years, CNC failures in manual cars, oil consumption is on certain setups, random sensor issues here and there. So even though it's reliable, you still need to maintain maintenance. Make sure you're keeping up with it. Making sure you have oil. Make sure you're not going over the mileage. At the end of the day, daily driving a 370Z really comes down to what you want from a car. If you want practical, quiet, fuel efficient, this probably isn't the best choice. But if you want a car that makes every drive fun, every drive is going to be different, it's fast, I highly recommend this car. It's extremely moddable. Parts market is insane. There's so many things you can do with this car. It might be one of the most generic drift cars as well. So the best thing you want to do, there's so many things you can do with this car. And this is going to be my first YouTube video posted. If you enjoyed my content, please like and share, comment, subscribe. It all helps, and let me know how I can do much better. I appreciate you tuning in. Okay, have an amazing day, and peace.